We continue with these restrictor plate races. We head to the Daytona International Speedway for the Pepsi 400, and after tonight we will be midway through the season. It'll be 19 down, 19 to go. On pole for tonight's race is the 11 of Jake Galloway, 2 is outside of the 29 of Jonathan Rains. Then 30 you have Lawrence Poundpond, Griffin Lynn in 4th, and running out the top 5 you have Derek Hamill. Then 60 you have Jonathan Buford, 7th Trey Rainey, 8th Cole Luigi, 9th Emmett Juckham, running up the top 10 TJ Hanley. Then for the rest of you, Stuart Grant, who's inside, Riley Sprue, 2. Then Carson Bowers, who won the last time we were at Daytona, the Daytona 500. Tim Raft, who is inside. Then Joe Jefferson, a previous Daytona 500 winner as well. Isaac Nichols, 2 is outside. They have Max Harrison and Andrew Miller. Jeff Bright, 2nd in points, and then William Seaman. Alexander Rowe and Levi Schultz, who won the last race at Talladega, so he has plate experience. Then Just Meet, then the 9, Michael Gregory in the 17, along with Steve Larker and Alex Stewart. Then Nathan Stapleton and Kyle Perry. Steve Morgan and Brand Tharp. Carter Friesen, and then Luke Rainey, Luigi Octavo, and then Domin Dewitt. There's Jay Jefferson and Marcus Sachi, and Colton Young, Michael Canto, Eli Bright, Diglia Pez running out the field 5 row, Grayson Thompson in the 33, 2 is outside the 20 of Justin Zidell running out the field here at Daytona for the Pepsi 400. Let's go down track side and get the command to fire these engines.
I'm Staff Sergeant Proto with the soldiers of the 1st Cavalry Division. Gentlemen, start your engines!
All right, everybody, just like what we talked about in the transporter, nice and easy. It's a long race, settle in. Be nice and smooth. Go out there and kick some butt tonight. This is your house. Let's prove it to them.
As we get ready to go green, your points leader is Kyle Perry in the 47. He'll start just a few rows behind 2nd in points, Jeff Bright in the 28th position. The guy's locked into the chase because of his all-star win. Stuart Gratton starts up towards the front in the 12th position at number 56. A decent starting position for him, just wanting wins going into this chase. A lot of drivers needing great runs to keep it in the chase or trying to get up into contention. As remember, as we said, 19 races left in the season, not many more before the chase starts after tonight. So the pace car will make the left-hand turn to pit road. 24 laps around Daytona under the lights. It's going to be one exciting race. A Toyota on pole. A Chevrolet 2 is outside. Pace car in. A Ford behind the Toyota. They come down into the restart zone. We're racing at Daytona. Green flag at the World Center of Racing. Derek Hamill lead lap 1 here at Daytona. See, he started the race in 5th. The 2 in front of him moved up high, got out of the way, and Hamill leads lap 1 at Daytona. As here comes Emmett Juckham in the 1 to the bomb lane. Joe Jefferson in the 39 pushing his way 3 wide. He's trying to get forward. Max Harrison in the 83, William Seaman in the 6, also on this bomb lane. Oh, wreck already! There's a wreck through 1 and 2. There's Carson Bowers, Daytona 500 winner. Brand Tharp as well. The 16, Steve Larker, Luigi Octavo. I think I saw Nichols in it, in the 48, who won the target race. Maybe some others as well. An early crash. Just a lap and a half into the race. The yellows come out. Hamill going to try and lead them back. Jefferson trying to mount a charge as they come off of 4. And to the stripe, it'll be Derek Hamill in the 34, leads back to the caution flag as an early wreck. And it might have just taken out some competitors. We talked about Carson Bowers, how bad his season's gone, and it's just took another turn for the worse. The track he won at earlier in the season he's now going to be out of, or just very slow for the rest of the race. Let's see how this caution was caused early on in 1 and 2. This wreck started between a bump with the 24 and the 00 Luigi Octavo. Right there, Tharp's going to get bumped in the left rear corner panel, which is not a place you want to be bumped. Luigi Octavo is the pusher. And the 00 doesn't let off, and trying to let off then just hooked together, and the 24 spins around, then up into the 21. The 31 got some damage, got away. Bowers nowhere to go. Nichols got up into the wall. Kyle Perry does get some damage, but drives away. Do it right there, gets his damage from the 33. 22 goes for a spin. 00 gets Steve Larker in the 16. Steve Morgan in the 13 possibly had some damage, but I think he drove away with very minimal. That could have been a lot bigger than it was. I'm really surprised that there wasn't 15 cars involved in that, but luckily a lot of drivers did a great job getting out of the gas, and Brake is right there. The 5 of Jeff Bright, second in points, somehow avoids that one. That's a masterful job by Bright there, as he's trying to get to that points lead. Let's look at this from a different angle. It's right there. I think the 24 might have been starting to come down low, thinking he had a spot down low, and the 00 might have just gotten him right there and clipped him. Nichols does a great job around the outside. Did get some damage from the wall, but overall gets away. So Carson Bowers in the 21 involved in this crash. He has not on board. Tough break for your Daytona 500 winner. He was looking to sweep Daytona this season. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And that might have messed up something with the steering as well. He was scraping along the outside wall for a little bit there. Jeff Brent, the 5, does a great job of avoiding this, stopping, and slamming on the brakes. Now, all 4 of the Hendrick Motorsports cars are back there, so that could have been big for Hendrick Motorsports. Luckily, only one of them involved. Kyle Perry in the 47, your points there, gets some right side damage, but gets away. Right there. Oh, it's a pretty hard hit when you look at it from there, but I don't think it's too much damage to where he'll be out of the race. He probably won't even be slow either. So that was the reason for caution number 1. Derek Hamill in the 34 led us back to the stripe with Joe Jefferson in second. Hamill leads us back to the green flag and that Taco Bell patriotic scheme. Coming back green lap number 7, Derek Hamill still out front. From that crash, John Viduit has retired along with Steve Morgan in the 13, Carson Bowers in the 21. So those 3 going to be out of this race. We have 39 cars on the lead lap in the race. Out front, the 34, Derek Hamill. In second, you have Joe Jefferson. Third, William Seaman. Fourth, Emmett Juckham. Fifth, Justin Heath. Then Alex Stewart in 6th, Nathan Stapleton 7th, Trey Rain 8th, Tim Ranoff 9th, and Lawrence Pallenpon rounds out the top 10. See, some cars at the back came down pit road. The 20, the 33, the 43 all came down, not with like damage. They just came down pit road, possibly just trying to put fuel in it, maybe getting tires on, maybe adjusting the handling of the cars that they probably didn't like. So pace car into pit road. Hamill has control for this restart. He has a former Daytona winner behind him in Joe Jefferson, also a 3-time winner this season. Green flag back out. We're back racing. 39-18 jump to the high side. The cars that stay low, they're going to fill those holes quickly. And you want to stay low. Look at the restart for William Seaman in the 6th from the 3rd position. He might be going for the race lead 1. He got a big push from Juckham in the 1. What do I mean a big push? A big push from 3rd to the race lead by the time they get to turn 2. Yeah, he's clear, and they're just in the middle of 1 and 2 now. Great restart for the 6 of William Seaman and the 1 of Emmett Juckham. Seaman comes up to cover the spot from the 34, now down the backstretch. The 1 of Juckham has no help down low. Yeah, he has no help. His closest help is the 38 of Alex Stewart. Look how far back he is, so the 6 stays clear for now. 34 and the 39 can not get paired up on the top lane because of these restriction plates slowing these cars down. But look at the 34, still getting it pushed through 3 and 4. He might be able to get clear right here. The 1 still has no drafting help. 34, Derek Hamill, back clear. So he gets back in front of the 1, back up to 2nd. Here comes Tim Ralph trying to get up to that 1. As he's getting a push from Code Luigi. Here comes Hamill right back for the race lead. That 34 car is pretty quick. And race off through 1 and 2. Hamill in the 34 on the inside lane. Still no drafting up down there, but he grabs on the race lead. The 1 finally gets help from the car behind him of Tim Ranoff. Code Luigi as well is back there. Riley Sprague-Tube and Griffin Lynn. Now Juckham moves up to the middle. Here comes Ranoff to the bottom lane. Does this allow Seaman to get clear for 2nd? He's close, can't quite get it done. Randolph will grab 2nd through 3 and 4. Oh, contact! Sprague-Tube going around the front of the field! Big crash once again. It's getting many cars. This is the big one. Oh, some cars came oh, Sachi's upside down. Andrew Miller's upside down. Your points leader involved, Kyle Perry. Eli Bryan, the 88 I see sitting over there. Max Anderson. Some others as well. Caution back out for another big crash. This time, Derek Hamill still out front. But the big one, Jonathan Beeford, Brandon Tharp, there's Stuart Gratton, Lawrence Pallenpon, Max Anderson, Isaac Nichols again, Larker, Yo, Octavo, there's Stapleton, Miller, Bright in there. There's Kyle Perry, Riley Sprague-Tube, Friesen, Galloway, Jefferson. So many cars involved. We're not going to have many left in this race. It's just gotten even crazier. Early on, we're not even halfway through the race, and the big one happens up in 3-4. Riley Sprague-Tube in the 7 got sideways in the middle of the corner, and then the pack just started flying apart from there. Here's a look through 3 and 4 spray to possibly think he's clear down low, trying to get into the hole behind the 42 in front of the 36, and Lynn cannot back out. He's getting a big push from the 18 of Trey Rainey, and it spins the 7 down to the apron, and then he shoots right back up the track and gets into the 32, up into the 27. The 14 of Schoen's nowhere to go, and he goes down. He slams Gregory and then goes shooting back up towards the outside wall. There's where Stuart Grant got his damage. Eli Bright, Colton Young, Max Anderson all involved. Galloway, Jefferson, Friesen. And then here come Sachi in, Miller, Octavo. Zidell hits the 43, flips him. There's Tharp gunning into it again. Into the 31, flipping him. Kyle Perry gets into Isaac Nichols. So many cars in it. Then Steve Larker gets into the 18 at the end. My gosh, what a big crash. And that's going to take so many cars out of this Pepsi 400. I think the 7 was trying to get down to a hole and just crowd the 36 down, maybe hoping that the 36 would lift, but it's not really something you can count on at Daytona. There's cars just pushing everyone. 56 of Grant up off the ground. There's the 43 getting flipped along with the 31. So many cars. And there's 33 and the 17 sitting over there as well. And you can see right here, down to the apron, man, oh, that was a hard hit for those guys. And right there, the 43 just gets flipped hard, and Sachi and Andrew Miller take some wild rides at Daytona. Sachi ends up back on all fours along with Miller. Let's go on board with points there. Kyle Perry is back there in that pack. He did have some damage, but man, this is not how he wanted his Pepsi 400 to go. And then meanwhile, second in points, Jeff Bright is up there in the front pack, and he was able to miss this crash. Let's also go on board with the 17 Michael Gregory, as he was involved and spun around. I don't know if he got too much damage. Ooh. Yeah, he got a pretty good amount of damage, I will say. Luckily, he was able to get away from all that, and think he'll be able to continue in the race, but I don't think he'll be on pace. Stuart Guyton, your all-star winner. Just collected in this one. Now let's also go on board with the 14 Levi Schoens, who won the last play track we were at. This time has damage, and I don't think he'll be able to win. Then one more, let's go on board with the 5 of Jeff Bright, second in points, able to miss another crash, gets down to the apron, follows the A7 through. Another big crash at Daytona, this time taking out most of the field. Derek Hamill once again leading the field back to the stripe. That 34 car pretty fast here tonight. He'll stay out. It'll be restart after halfway. The 34 car, Derek Hamill, trying to hold on and win at Daytona. The restart will actually come at halfway, so it'll be 12 laps down, 12 laps to go. From that crash, out is Justin Zidell, Marcus Sachi, Luigi Octavo, Colton Yo. They have Nathan Stapleton, Andrew Miller, Jonathan Buford, then Brad Tharp, Lawrence Palapon, Steve Larker, Eli Bright, Levi Schoen, Stuart Gratton, Max Anderson, and Isaac Nichols. 24 cars continue on in the race. Your points leader, 23rd, hoping that maybe some of the cars in front of him crash and you can gain some more points on the 5 of Jeff Bright. Derek Hamill, the 34, still up front. He's possibly led the most laps here tonight. He's been dominating this race. Second is Tim Ranoff. Third, Code Luigi. Fourth, William Seaman. Fifth, Emmett Juckham. Then Joe Jefferson looking for his 4th win of the season and 6th. Alex Stewart 7th. Justin Heath 8th. Griffin Lynn 9th. Trey Rainey rounds out the top 10. Not many cars in this race with damage. I would wager about 15 don't have damage. Pace car into pit road. Restart number 2. 12 laps to go halfway. Green flag for Derek Hamill. We're back racing at Daytona. And the 9-2 trying to back up to that 4-2. Maybe he can get pushed by that 34 car of Derek Hamill. But Cole Luigi's going to get in front of his teammate Emmett Juckham and try and get the CGR cars to work together and line up. Boy, Jeff Bright, Diego Yepez in a blocking match going into turn 1. Bright takes it 3 wide to the bottom. As now Luigi trying to get a push from his teammate Juckham as they come off of 2 and down the backstretch. Luigi might move up here though. He stays with the 1 for now. He and Juckham lined up, but there goes Cole Luigi to the outside lane, possibly trying to get into the draft of the 34 and try and get propelled ahead. But can't get back down from his teammate Juckham. He'll stay to the middle lane. Now Juckham looks for 2nd. It's a 3x3 pack at the front once again. Still tons of time left. You don't really have to be pushing it. Come to 11 laps to go. You just ride around here and try and get yourself into a position to win. Here comes the 9 to the bottom. Just neat. Gonna make it 3 wide for second. This all behind Derek Kimmel at 34 with now 11 laps to go. Last car in this pack, the 09 of Michael Canto. Then you got Jefferson and some of the other damaged cars, maybe hoping that these guys up front wreck. Heath has a push from Trey Rainey, who's been pushing a lot of drivers here tonight. He's been a great pusher, something that these drivers can rely on at these plate tracks. Down the backstretch, Heath pulls low, but has no help. Does Griffin Lynn pull low and try and help? You need some sort of help to get by that 34 because Derek Hamill has been on a rail here tonight, and he'll get down front of the 9 who had no help. Heath still trying to get by that 34 as they race through 3 and 4. Come and see 10 laps to go. Trying to get pushed now from the 29, Jonathan Rains. Rains moves up. Heath trying to get down low. Can't get it done. Hamill still leading. But here comes TJ Hanley in the 30. Trying to get his second career Gatorade Cup Series points-paying victory. His last one was Season 4 at Michigan. Now Jeff Bright taking it to the bottom. Second in points, looking for his second win of the season. Dalia Pez won at Martinsville. He's also won the Clash. So he's won here under the lights at Daytona before in the Gatorade Cup Series. It was just not points paying. And now no one's up there to help the 9. Maybe Jeff Bright trying to get to him. Because here comes Heath up to the top. Bright stays up there. And Yepez cannot get underneath the 5. Here comes Jeff Bright for second. He does get underneath that 9. Gets the side draft. Jeff Bright trying to get to second. Alex Stewart in the 38 with the push from Joe Jefferson in the 39. Jefferson has 3 wins already this season, So he's a pretty winning driver, but he needs to get into the top 20 to use them to get into the wild card spot. Right now he's below the 20th position in points, around 29th. Jeff Bright moves up. Joe Jefferson, the 5 now all over the track trying to figure out which lane to block. He goes to the middle lane, but the 39's down low. And Derek Hamill's pulled away because of it. That 34 car is pretty fast here tonight, but if 2 people get lined up together and work it like they have been, Justin Heath got a pretty good push there, but just didn't have the help at the end. You need to have the 18. What the 18 did, Trey Rainey was good. He just had to stay with the 9. He didn't do that, and it's really what cost the 9 from not getting the race lead. Now the 39s are running to the 34, but once again, no help behind him. The 6 of William Seaman is close to help, but here comes Jefferson to the back of that 34 car. He'll peak low to the tri-oval. He has a run. The 6 will go with him. For the race lead, season number 5, Daytona 500 champion. With a push from William Seaman, will get to the point with 8 laps of racing to go. Joe Jefferson takes it. Derek Kimmel's dominated this race. Now he has to somehow get back onto that bottom lane. Try and get back up there and have a shot. The front 2 pull away. Seaman in second. Now he comes for the race lead down the backstretch. William Seaman side by side with Joe Jefferson. Does he have enough for a run, though? He does have to push from the 2. Is a little bit closer than the 34. He stays beside him. Now it's a side-by-side battle. 3 wide for third. Tim Ralph once again with the push from Cole Luigi in the 42. Luke Rainey stuck in the middle. There's Griffin Lynn with Trey Rainey behind him. TJ Hanley back down the bottom lane. 3 wide. There goes Randolph up top. Cole Luigi look to the bottom. 7 laps of racing to go. Randolph stays clear. The 6 and the 92 pull away. Now here comes the 92. Out of line. And will stay side-by-side with the 6 through 1. 36 of Griffin Lynn, the 18 Trey Rainey, Jonathan Rains in the 29. A little bit closer back there, the 38 and the 30 almost made some contact. Randolph gets clear, slides up in front of the 6. Now here comes the 36 down low, the 18 as well. They might be 3 wide for the races, but can Randolph get clear? No, he can't. They're 3 wide. Trey Rainey to the bottom of the 18. Has Luke Rainey, his brother, behind him. Luke might absolutely push that 18 off of 4. Man, look at this pack. They're 3 by 3 for the top position. 6 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Trey Rainey clears for the race lead, but it's not over with yet. Luckily, the first lap car is through 3 and 4. They possibly will not catch them because they might wreck by the before they catch them. If they come around and get to the 5 to go mark, the race will be official, whether it be the caution or the checkered. The Raineys pull up now. Working together, Alex Stewart moves to the middle. TJ Hanley trying to get underneath him, who might get underneath Luke Rainey. Yeah, Rainey's going to be fighting for second right here. They're 3 wide. TJ Hanley in the 30, making a bold move. He knows it's his best chance to win in a while. He's trying to do it. Trey Rainey, the 18, has pulled away. Remember, Trey Rainey's teammate, Jake Galloway, started on pole. So we know JGR has some pretty fast cars here tonight. But TJ Hanley has the fight to win here tonight. but just Ethan the 9 looking to his bottom lane. Jeff Bryant the 5 once again coming back. And they're once again 3 wide for a second. This is really helping Trey Rainey keeping that race lead, but if at some point they're not 3 wide and they start getting formed up, definitely run them down. It's all about timing here at Daytona. You have to get up to the front at the right time. You can't get up there too early. As here comes Jeff Bryant. It's a run from the 1, trying to get beside the 18 of Rainey, but he's right to his back bumper as they enter 3 and 4. That's 2 Chevrolets, or 3 now, lined up on that bottom lane that are going to try and get around that Toyota. Sliding up back there, almost making some contact. Here comes Juckum now to the bottom in the 1. He'll go for second for himself as they now see 4 laps of racing to go, and the pack is spreading up behind them big time. Everyone's getting a little more antsy now, trying to somehow make their way up to the front. Push is going to come to shove, and it's going to be a big crash if they end up causing something like that. Back there, Alex Stewart in a precarious position come off of turn number 2, and the front view get clear now. Here comes Juckum for the racing down Trey Rainey. Where's Derek Campbell going the 34? He stays high. Given the driving up to the 18, the 1 has no help down low. Trey Rainey's going to keep this race lead right here as they enter 3. Juckum had no help. Now he has Joe Jefferson behind him in the 39. Michael Canto in the 09 trying to get up there. Close at Talladega, just last race. Now Joe Jefferson back to the inside in the 39 as they will now come and see 3 laps of racing to go. The pack now 2 by 2. We've sailed the 3 wide just a little bit. As I say that, Michael Canto looks 3 wide. Ooh, almost 4 wide. They are 4 wide. This could be it. This could be the race. They're beating and banging as they come off of 2. Can they make it? No, they can't. They did. No, they didn't. There they go. Around. Trey Rainey gets away and they're still crashing. Rainey's gotten away and he's speeding ahead. The yellow is out. And that will be the race. Trey Rainey in the 18 looking for his first win of the season as they round through 3 and 4. No one close enough to catch them. 3 cars trying. They'll not get it done. Trey Rainey in the 18 will possibly win the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. He has to coast around 5 miles. They almost made it work. Cars involved in the wreck on the backstretch. The 09, the 1 of them. 92 and the 42 possibly. There's the 09 with a ton of damage. Michael Canto. 2 of Luke Rain possibly got by. Not many cars were involved. 39 possibly got some damage with Joe Jefferson. But Trey Rainey was out front of it all. And man, oh man, what a wild, wild crash that was as they came off of turn number 2. Let's see how it was caused. Michael Canto and the 09 wanted to go around. The 1 of Emmett Juckum as well. You can see right here they got 4 wide, beating and banging with the 09, the 36, and the 39. It's just not going to work. See, the 09 gets down to the 36, down to the 39. I thought they saved it right here once they didn't crash. Right there I thought they saved it too, but 09 gets spun down into them. Juckum goes around. Griffin Lynn gets damaged. Yepez and Alex Stewart take to the apron. The 1 then spins around. He gets damaged from someone right. Oh, this is a 6 and the 42. Wow, somehow all those guys slid down to the apron and missed each other as they were sliding around the track. They come back up now, and this really slows some of the guys on the inside and allows some of them on the outside again. Well, look, they're still 4 wide. They might be 5 wide merging back up onto the track. Everyone's giving each other enough room, though. They all get away, and that was really the only spin. The 1 car out of control, but man, oh man. I thought that was going to be a lot bigger. I thought that could have been the whole field besides the 18 that was going to get taken out, but wow, some of them did a great job at missing. Man, oh man. So what it comes down to at Daytona, you never know if it's going to finish under green or under yellow because of stuff like this. They almost had it saved. Right there. And then the 1 and the 39 got hooked together and spun around. The one took a pretty hard hit from him. I believe that's a 6. I don't think his team. I think it was the 6 of Seaman that got into him. Joe Jefferson did a great job too after spin and missing the 1 spinning. Oh, right there. Oh, this is a 92. The 42 kind of got into the 6 there and spin them all around. My, oh my. What a finish that was. What a race that was. Trey Rainey in the 18 got up front and never looked back as he's leading at the white flag lap. They're coming down the backstretch. We'll come back closer to the checkered flag. Well, this is the sight Trey Rainey wanted to see, the checkered flag as he comes into the tri-oval. He'll hold off the field as they wrecked behind him. And Trey Rainey, a winner at the Daytona National Speedway in the Gatorade Cup Series. Rainey wins the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. The rest of the field coming across. So many of these guys got some damage from that crash. What a race that was. And what a crash to end it. Trey Rainey with the win at Daytona. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finish results from the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. There are 3 caution flags for 10 laps, and 4 lead changed among 3 different drivers, and Trey Rainey picks up a win this season in the Gatorade Cup Series, leading 7 of the 24 laps. Griffin ends up second, the dominant car of the night. Derek Hamlin ends up third, leading 15 laps. Jonathan Rains in fourth, Justin fifth. TJ Hanley in sixth, Diego Lopez seventh. Jeff Bright, second in points, ends up eighth. He closes in on that points lead. Joe Jefferson in ninth, and Luke Rainey rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. See your points there, Kyle Perry, not in the top 20. He did, in fact, stay in the race after that crash, kind of just coasting around trying to gain positions. He ends up 23rd here tonight. It closed that points lead down just a little bit, but he still has that points lead, even after the bad race he had here tonight. 24 cars finished on the lead lap after that wild second crash that happened, the second caution of the night. Let's now go look at the point standings. So we're halfway through the season. 19 races left, not many more before we start the chase. Here are the point standings. Kyle Perry still at that points lead, but it's only by now 24 points over Jeff Bright, who has moved his way up to second and closing in. Griffin Lynn is now third. Code Luigi is fourth. Stuart Grant with that all-star win, fifth. Jonathan Rains in sixth. Luke Rainey seventh. Michael Canto in eighth. Carter Fries in ninth. And Diego Lopez rounds out the top 10. He's right now in the chase. So there's your top 20. As it would be in Schoen's and Joe Jefferson's best interest for the 56 of Stuart Grant to stay in that top 10 and keep his spot instead of taking up a wildcard spot at the All-Star win. But, man, the top 6 in points have really separated themselves from 7th on down. It's going to be a fight to get into that chase. As Levi Schoen's has 3 wins, he would right now be one of the wildcards. The other one would be Tim Brown from the 92, but Heath has a win. Spurley 2, Trey Rainey with this win up to 17th. Also, Brand Tharp in the 24 has a win this season in the top 20. 3-win driver down here, Joe Jefferson, is now 25th in points, so he's been fluctuating around 30th to 25th for the last few races. He has to get up into the top 20 to use those wins as a wild card. It's going to be very close for him. Jonathan Beeford needs a big deal of luck to happen. Same with Alex Stewart. I believe Stewart and some of these guys down here, I believe their chase chances might be over, but you never know. You could put together a great string of races. We saw a great 12-race string by some drivers last season and previous seasons. Eli Bright in the 88 last season was down like 30th in points going into the chase. At the end of the chase, he was like 11th in points in these full season standings. Saw Cole Luigi in season 4 down like 25th. He ends up inside the top 15. With a great 12-race chase, even though he wasn't in it. So you never know. You could have a great 12 races, great 10 races. You could get yourself into the chase. So the next race, the final restrictor plate race for a while, it'll be at Pensacola for the Mountain Dew 500 Under the Lights. It's going to be fun. See you guys then.